Coach Nash Show, featuring Coach Nick Nash and Alan Earl.
Okay, once again, I'm at Cumberland Gap High School with Coach Nick Nash. We're doing the second episode of the Coach Nash Show. You had a rough Friday, last Friday. Let's talk about that game and talk about your opponent. I mean, they come out, they scored right off the bat, and
yeah, I mean, hats off to South Green. They come in, they done a really good job. They're a good football team. They will. They've got size, they got speed. They're a good football team. We come out, didn't play our best. We come in, we watch film this week. We're going to fix our mistakes and move forward and just try to get better every day.
Okay, even though it was a loss, what good did you see out of your team?
We're still fighting. We're still, I've still got kids that wants to be here. We have increased our energy and practice. And what I mean by that is we're getting after it. We're gonna, our kids are responding. Yes, we're not winning right now. But I love this group of kids, and it's not because they're not working hard, because they're working their butts off. We've just got a few things we got to fix, and we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight.
Okay, you tried Tate Murphy at quarterback, and overall, I thought he'd done a fair job, if not a good job. He missed one that was a sure touchdown, and I hated that for him. What did you think about how he played?
I thought he played great. He's had a great week of practice. It's tough for a kid to come in that has, he's a senior. He's coming in to fill a role for us, with our starting quarterback that went down the first week, and he's doing a great job. Like I said, he had a great week of practice. So we're looking forward to seeing what he's going to do tomorrow night as well.
Okay, who played well for you besides Tate?
I don't want to point out any in particular kids. I want to keep this as a team thing. I could tell you something good about every kid that played on that field, and I could tell you a mistake about every kid that played on that field. I can tell you good things we've done as a coaching staff, and I can tell you things that we need to improve on and change as a coaching staff. So we are a team that is going to fight. That's kind of how I want to answer that. Because
that's good. I love it. Okay, as a team, what disappointed you coming out of that game?
Well, I feel like we still have some nerves or something where we don't come out the very first half, and once we come out, we make a few mistakes, and then usually kids will give up. These kids usually play better in the second half after they realize, hey, we can play. Let's calm down and play. And usually the second half, we're not making as many mistakes as we do in the first half. So we just got to put two halves together. And everybody that's ever played or coached a game of football knows that you have to put two halves together to be successful. I mean, because the region we're in, it's a tough region. There's a lot of great teams in this region, man. And we're striving and pushing to be one of those good teams in this region. So, so that's kind of where we're, the direction that we're still heading.
Okay, you've got North Green, is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
How are they? We'll leave the other game behind.
Yeah, they're a good football team. Obviously we've watched film on them. I've often told my coaching staff, this coach looks like they're very well coached on film. They run a lot of different formations, and they can hurt you in many ways. I think just from film, and I've talked to their coach, but just from film, they look like they're very well coached. So we're going to have to come out here and play our best to beat them. Play our best to beat them. So and that's what we focused on all week. We're just fixing one mistake at a time. I don't want to overwhelm the kids and the staff by saying, hey, we got to get all this fixed. We're fixing one issue at a time as we go. Kids' spirits are great, and they'll be ready to play, and they'll be better than they was last week.
Well, that was kind of my next question. How are you using the time between last game and this game to get ready?
Yeah, just by our effort in practice. Our effort in practice has changed so much. Just hitting the sled more. Putting kids in situations where, if they really didn't want to be here, if they really didn't want to play football, that they would have done quit on their team, and that's not in these boys' DNA to quit. These kids are working hard for us as a staff. They're working hard for their program, and we as a staff, we got to get better too. We made some coaching mistakes last week, and we'll make coaching mistakes again. But the thing is I want to make sure that we stay positive as a staff, as a program, and we continue to make a difference.
What was the focus of practice this week, and did they practice well, or have they practiced well thus far?
Yes, the focus this week was high energy and positivity and hard work. We spent extra time on the sleds. We spent extra time on the tackling. We spent extra time on those types of things this week. I told them, I said, I think we got better every day. We're going to have a great practice tonight. We're actually not going to do our original walkthrough like we usually do. We're actually going to practice tonight. We've got some things that we've got to get fixed, and I hear no complaints out of the kids. The kids are all right, coach, let's go.
Well, oftentimes in sports and life, things don't go as planned.
Absolutely.
What's the best thing you can teach them when they face adversity?
Well, they make fun of me all the time because I always say adversity's coming. And football is the best conduit to teach life lessons in any sport, in my opinion. You have to be able to persevere through things. You have to be able to take one on the chin and get right back up, leave your mistake behind, and move forward with a solution. We have told everybody that we've talked to, players, coaches, fans, parents, we got to change the culture before the scoreboard is going to change. So the fan base has not let up. The parents are so supportive. So yes, we're losing right now. We're 0-3 right now. I get that, but that's not a reflection on how our kids, that's not a reflection on the effort of our kids. I will say that. And I want to make sure that everybody's clear on that, because these kids are working hard. And this staff's working hard. We're calling each other up into the 11, 12 o'clock at night. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about this? I mean, this staff is working hard, and the kids are working hard as well.
Okay, you kind of touched on this. What is the ultimate outcome of the next game? Is it just to get better, or you just?
Well, no. So I tell them all the time. We're not losers. And I hate to lose. And these kids are starting to understand that they hate to lose as well. I've told my kids from day one, if you play with every bit of ability that you have and all your effort, win or lose, I'm satisfied when it comes to their effort. Now, you go into every game wanting to win. Every coach that's ever coached a sport wants to win. Right now, us as a team, our goal is to win. But our goal also is we're going to fix one mistake at a time. Whether it takes us 3 games to do it, 4 games to do it, 15 practices to do it, eventually those mistakes are going to be minimum, and we will be ahead of the game.
Okay, you touched on this. I mean, you're going along with my questions somehow. As a coaching staff, you know, after a loss, it seems like y'all put a lot of blame on yourself. You kind of said that. What do you and the rest of your staff need to do to improve your players?
Okay, so leadership always has to take the brunt of the fall. I will never look at my players and tell them that they're the reason that we technically lost. If they keep making the same mistake over and over, then we're not doing something right as a staff. So I met with my staff last night after practice, and I said, hey guys, you know, we have these mistakes. What's the plan to fix it? We get a plan together and we go fix it. I will always make sure that my kids and my staff know that, hey, we make mistakes as well. Sometimes I think kids will look and they think, you know, well, it's all our fault. It's all our fault. Well, no, we're together. The players and the coaching staff is together. It's not 2 separate deals. It's one program. And if one falls, we all fall. So we have to get that, you know, mindset together. You know, and we're doing different things. We switched up some blocking schemes this week. You know, like I said, Coach Dalton and Coach Van has switched up some blocking things that I think will fix some issues. You know, we as a defensive unit, we just got to be better at our jobs. I mean, we're not seeing anything that we've not coached or talked about in film. We're just making some mistakes that we will fix.
Okay. Against North Green Friday, tomorrow, do you see things your offense has a capability of exploiting? And on defense, how do you think they're going to handle?
So offensively, you know, I've said this from day one, and I know it don't look like it to the fans and the public. You know, our offensive line will be our main focus. They will be the strength of our team. It may not look like it in certain situations right now, but you know, these guys come out and block hard. These guys come out and do their assignments. It's going to give us a chance to gain yardage. It's going to give us a chance to win. Defensively, you know, you know, they run a, you know, 3 front most of the time, which I think will, you know, help in how we change some blocking things, even if they do roll down that 4th guy. You know, and us defensively, you know, against their offense, you know, like I said, they're well coached, and we just got to do our job and execute our defensive game plan, and you know, we look for good things.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with the last word.
All right. You know, again, I think the Panther Nation, the fans, you know, the parents, the administration, everybody has got the same great positive outlook, and just know this program, players and staff, is working hard. So,
all right. Thank you for joining me again, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching. We will see you later. God bless.
subscribe, and comment below. Guys,